You crunch gravel under your boots, weapon up, scanning the steep, forested slopes of this mountain pass. The air is too still, apart from distant artillery fire, an unnerving silence that feels wrong for a combat zone. Suddenly, a sharp crack echoes from high above, and then a small shower of pebbles clatters down the rocks around you. Your squad leader immediately signals a halt, dropping to a crouch and whispering urgent commands to spread out, and only now does it become clear what you're stepping into. After hitting the beaches, this inland push was never going to be easy, and this mountain pass is where your D-Day landing experience turns into a fight for survival. You're pressed low behind a jagged rock outcrop, rifle shouldered, peering cautiously up the steep terrain. A burst of automatic weapon fire erupts from concealed positions higher up the pass, and bullets start impacting violently around your patrol. Dust and rock fragments explode from the path ahead, and a comrade to your left cries out, clutching their leg as the squad leader shouts, "Ambush! Return fire!" You return sporadic fire, trying to pick out muzzle flashes on the distant ridge, but accurate aiming is impossible as enemy machine guns open up from multiple angles. Mortar rounds start impacting the path with concussive blasts, tearing through the pass. Several Allied soldiers are hit, falling to the ground, and your radio crackles with panicked shouts about heavy losses, signaling that your unit's forward momentum is completely collapsing. You are isolated now, pressed behind a larger boulder, frantically reloading your M1 Garand under a continuous hail of bullets. Enemy fire concentrates on your position, forcing you to press hard against the ground as rounds ricochet inches from your head. A retreating friendly soldier stumbles past, face pale with terror, shouting, "We're being overrun! Pull back!" before disappearing into the smoke, and the grim realization hits you that your immediate unit is collapsing, leaving you alone. You attempt a desperate, low crawl, trying to find a better firing position or a route of retreat obscured by the swirling smoke and dust. A short, sharp burst of enemy fire rakes the ground precisely where you just were, confirming you are still being tracked. Suddenly, a flash of pain as a bullet grazes your left arm, tearing uniform fabric and drawing blood, forcing you to halt and increasing your vulnerability. Bleeding from your arm, you press against the rock, struggling to apply a field dressing one-handed, all while scanning the pass for approaching threats. Enemy voices are heard distinctly now, approaching from the ridge above, their shouts carrying over the sporadic gunfire. A shadowy figure moves swiftly through the trees above and to your left, confirming the enemy is advancing down the slope for a flanking maneuver, making close-range engagement imminent. You're low on ammunition now, only a few rounds remaining, and the sounds of sustained fighting from any friendly positions further down the pass have largely died out. The general volume of enemy fire lessens, replaced by more organized movement and shouted commands, suggesting they're in a mop-up phase. As the smoke begins to clear, you see abandoned equipment and the motionless forms of fallen comrades closer to your position, confirming the friendly collapse, and any hope of immediate relief disappears. You are fully exposed as the smoke dissipates, seeing enemy soldiers cautiously advancing from multiple directions up the pass, and there's no viable escape route. An enemy soldier spots your position, points, shouts something in German to his comrades, and raises his rifle. The shot impacts the rock directly beside your head, forcing you to duck for cover that is no longer there, and you are fully engaged by multiple advancing enemy soldiers. Pinned and surrounded, you fired your last round, your rifle now empty, pointed outwards in a futile gesture. Enemy soldiers are less than 10 meters away, weapons trained on you, shouting aggressive commands for surrender in German. An enemy soldier, rifle ready, makes a final decisive rush towards your position, forcing a confrontation, and you realize you are overwhelmed, disarmed, and left with no options.